Up with KREM begins now.
Right now on Up with KREM, changes to Idaho's COVID-19 guidelines, what residents can expect in stage 4 of reopening.
Plus, shots could begin quickly for teens if Centers for Disease Control and Prevention adopts a recommendation for the Pfizer vaccine.
And we've got clear skies and sunshine this morning, but you can already see some high clouds building in. I'll let you know how long you get to enjoy the sun.
But first, taking a live look at the U.S. Capitol this morning, where two senior Trump administration officials will defend their actions during the January 6th riots at the Capitol.
Former Acting Defense Secretary Christopher Miller plans to say he stands behind every decision that he made that day. Now we're going to take a look at this video taken from the Capitol riot. Miller says he was concerned before the insurrection that sending troops to the building could fan fears of a military coup that could cause a repeat of the Vietnam-era shootings at Kent State that killed 4 students.
Former Acting Attorney General Jeffrey Rosen will also testify before the House Oversight Committee. Well, good morning and welcome to Up with KREM. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Dana Marie McNichol. Well, it's our 6:30 hour and we're just kind of getting into the show this morning with a beautiful day ahead. Jeremy, I know 80s are in store for the weekend. It's only Wednesday, but my brain is there.
Yeah, mine too. That's why I put together the weekend forecast. I was like, is Wednesday too early to look forward to the weekend? No, especially not when you're talking weekend forecasts like what we have. So let's go ahead and get you out the door. Early on this morning, our temperatures are hanging out in the mid-40s here, 47 degrees in Spokane. And keep in mind, this is our coolest hour of the day. Not just Spokane, how about 44 in Coeur d'Alene, 37 up in Sandpoint for your cold spot, 46 in Moses Lake, and 53 in Wenatchee. We are seeing those clouds move in from the west, but this is going to team up with, well, I don't know how to explain this in layman's terms, so let me try. The past few days, we've seen clouds build throughout the day thanks to that sunshine. That sunshine today is going to help the clouds moving in from the west build even more. So the way I'm looking at this is it's just going to be mostly cloudy. So we'll see a mix of clouds and sun taking us through the morning, but by the middle part of the day, clouds really start to take over. Despite those clouds, temperatures rise. We are in the low 70s later on this afternoon. I do think we top out around 73 degrees here in Spokane. And if you like clear skies overhead, well, there's that weekend forecast I said we're looking forward to. 81 and sunny on Saturday, even warmer on Sunday as maybe 1 or 2 clouds return to the sky.
Jeremy, thanks so much. Now to our big story. Governor Brad Little and the Department of Health and Welfare have officially moved the state into stage 4. In this stage of the state rebound plan, Idahoans can have gatherings of any size as long as they follow physical distancing and sanitation requirements. Now, this also includes hosting events outside if possible and disinfecting the area. The director of IDHW said the move was due to declining hospitalization rates. Under stage 4, Idaho remains open with recommendations to protect lives, healthcare access, and the economy. Vaccines, though, are encouraged to keep Idaho open.
Tonight, the Spokane Public School Board is holding a meeting to discuss a variety of topics. Now, in addition to the public hearing on the new middle school names, the board will also discuss changes to school mascots and symbols at North Central High School, Gary Middle School, and Sheridan Elementary School. All 3 have Indigenous mascots and symbols. They've received public input to remove the mascots and symbols after Governor Inslee signed an Indigenous mascot ban into law earlier this year. The agenda also states the school board will sign a resolution to memorialize the board's approval on May 5th to build a new stadium downtown Spokane. 6:34 now on your Wednesday. It's time for your daily checklist, stories worth knowing about before you start your day.
So let's get right to it. Today, the Food and Drug Administration will review approval for the Pfizer vaccine for teenagers ages 12 to 15. If approved, Spokane Public Schools is planning to help vaccinate Spokane County teens at several vaccine clinics. The district says the vaccines are voluntary. SPS Director of Communications says there will be 5 vaccine clinics, 1 at North Central High School just for their students. The other 4 will be open to the public. All of this depends on state and federal approval.
A federal judge has dismissed the NRA's bankruptcy case. The ruling and gun rights group's petition had not been filed in good faith. He said it was an attempt to avoid a civil lawsuit brought by the New York Attorney General.
Well, Kentucky Derby winner Medina Spirit will be allowed to run in the Preakness this Saturday if the horse passes an additional round of drug tests. The colt failed a first drug test after winning the Derby. His handlers agreed to the extra scrutiny as a condition for participating in the second leg of the Triple Crown.
Stop panic buying gasoline. That's the message from industry experts after a rush on gas stations following the cyber attack on Colonial pipelines. The emergency department waived some regulations to speed up fuel deliveries. Well over thousands of stations in the southeastern part of the United States have run out of gas, according to Gas Buddy. Colonial did warn of some shortages if they can't get their system fully back up and going by the end of the week.
May is Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and here on Up with KREM, we have special coverage planned for you. After the break, we are joined by a Filipino chef who teaches plant-based meals at the Kitchen Engine. She's showing us how to make her grandmother's pancit.
And we talked about the warm weekend ahead. Remember, temps in the 80s? Yeah, we'll talk about how we get there and what that means in the days to come, because after all, we still got to do Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
And breaking news this morning, the Washington State Board of Health preliminary investigation suggests Spokane Health District Administrator may have violated state laws in ousting former regional health officer Dr. Bob Lutz. Coming up after the break, we're going to tell you why new evidence suggests she may have violated state law.
And since May is Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month, we want to highlight people of AAPI descent who have made history. Chief Master Sergeant Joanne Bass became the first Asian American to hold a senior enlisted position in the U.S. Air Force. She was born in Hawaii and currently serves as the Chief Master Sergeant.